Good day, everybody, and welcome back. I am Peter, and I am here to give you your ancestor message for today. And so today, listen, your ancestors want you to know that you are going to be successful in your endeavors. You are going to be triumphant in your endeavors. You just got to keep persevering, keep pushing forward, you guys. They wanted you to really get used to using your throat chakra, saying things such as I can, and not defeating yourself, not undoing the workings that you've been doing by self-sabotaging and things like that. They're saying that it's time for you to, utilize this authority, because that's what's going on right now. You're needing to kind of tap into that masculine energy. Tapping into that masculine energy, with the logic and the planning and things like that. Looking back at, strong male presences in your life, a strong masculine presence in your life, and taking some of those good qualities and attributes and applying it to what you got going on. But your ancestors are letting you know, like, you're going to be successful, you're going to be triumphant, you have nothing to worry about. They just want you to be patient, and they wanting you to surrender ego, because what they don't want to do is for you to get something, right? Get this blessing, get this thing that you've been desiring for such a long time, and then ego comes into play. So they're saying to surrender the ego, right? They want you to surrender your ego. That way the ego does not sabotage what you got going on, because the ego could ruin your blessing, right? You say, for example, you've been waiting to be, for your business to flourish for a long time, and it finally do, and I'm like, yeah, I know I could do it, and look at all them. They thought I couldn't do it. No, that's ego. No, you just give thanks to Source, and you continue to move on. So surrendering to ego. They really are wanting you to really surrender to silence as well, being in meditation, being in contemplation, sitting with yourself, because that's where the real healing is. So for those of you that are working on this healing during your transformation, because this transformation is not over. All right, they saying the transformation not over. This is still, all of this is part of the transformation. They're just giving you little pieces of it so that you can understand that you can have it. But all of this is still a part of the transformation. So they're telling you to surrender to the silence. All right, surrender to the silence and sit with yourself, and that's where the healing is going to come into play. That is where all of the ideas are going to come into play. That's where everything is going to come into play. Everything, like, things are going to start to make sense in your silence, all right? And listening for those intuitive cues, all right? Because they send a lot of intuitive cues in your silence, so they want you to really, really pay attention to that, all right? Source is also saying, like, this isn't the time to give up. Like, you might be feeling tired, you might be feeling exhausted, you might be feeling like, when is it going to come? You might be feeling like, man, I've been at it for a long time and I just don't know. So it's just like, this is not the time for you to get up. This is the time for you to really tap into all of your spiritual strengths and brace yourself for this ride. All right, brace yourself for this ride. Brace yourself for all of the things that are going to come your way. So this is time for you to reach down into your tool bag, reach into your backpack, reach into your heart space, reach into your root space, wherever you got to reach, wherever you got to grab it from. This is the time for you to really dig deep and pull out all of those resources that you have collected over the years, and utilize them to brace yourself. Being grounded, being rooted, all right, being centered, and trying to stay present, trying to stay in this moment right here, not trying to think too far ahead into the future, and not trying to think too far in the past, all right? But they're saying that you're going to really have to pull out that spiritual strength, because this contentment and discomfort and this weariness is getting ready to complete its cycle. All right, it's getting ready to complete its cycle. So all you have to do is just embrace that spiritual strength, and embrace for the landing. You know how they say brace for landing on the airplane? Just embrace yourself for the landing. All right, brace yourself for the landing, because it's coming. The landing is coming. You're about to have all it is that you desire. You're about to have everything that you asked them for, right? But you're just in this transformation. They're saying be patient. They saying like, yeah, you planted those seeds, and guess what? Those seeds are sprouting. All right, that's why they wanted you to surrender to the divine timing. Okay, and they want you to continue to utilize all of the different guidance that they have given you over this week, because all the guidance that you receive over this week is going to help you to brace for this landing. And y'all better make sure y'all ready for what they about to give y'all. All right, don't be asking for clients and you ain't got the stuff ready for the clients. Okay, so make sure that you have everything that you need in place. This is time to get all of that admin stuff done that you didn't want to do. This is time to get everything done that you don't want to do. Okay, make sure, like, while everything is quiet, while everything is still, make sure you are prepared to receive this abundance, because when it comes, it's gonna come like a floodgate. It's gonna come like a floodgate. Everything is gonna be open. If you're not ready, hey, it'll make or break it. Okay, so make sure you're prepared. They can't stress it enough. Be prepared. Be prepared for the overflow. All right, get all these cups and buckets, because it's gonna overflow. Okay, so make sure you have everything that you need. All right, and don't self-sabotage yourself by your ego trying to say, worrying about who liking what or who's supporting you and what. Don't worry about none of that. Don't worry about none of that. Those likerships, those hearts and things on Facebook, those in Instagram, that stuff is all a distraction. None of that stuff matters. The only thing matters is what you've been working on, who you're working with, and the things that you are going to attain through source, through your ancestors in this process. It's the only thing that matters. All the other stuff, put it aside. Surrender to ego. Don't let ego self-sabotage you. Surrender to silence so you can listen to those those intuitive cues that they're sending you, and guaranteed everything is going to work out just fine. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this message. It's very brief because there's like, look, it's coming. I know y'all can feel it in the air. I know y'all can feel it in the energy. So it's coming. Again, tonight we have Master Hypnosis coming on the call tonight. So if you're interested, join us on Patreon, and I'll holler at y'all.